All right, have and have not fans. It seems we'll be getting what we've been wanting since the beginning of this season. Candace finally finding out about Quincy Jr. Now, I'm going to be honest that the first part of this video might seem a bit harsh, but just kind of bear with me on this one. Now, it goes without saying that I'm going to watch this show to the very end. Like we've already gotten the news that around end of 2019 or mid 2020, the show will be ending due to Tyler Perry leaving for another company. We've already been over this. We've swallowed the pill. So let's just talk about what we got now. What it seems like to me is that I'm glad she's going to be finding out, but it better be worth it. That's all I'm saying. It's been several episodes and we're just now getting the news that Candace will be finding out about her son, being killed during Warlock's, raid, if you will, on the motel room Hannah, Benny, Candace, and Quincy Jr. were staying at. Now, Tyler Perry even tweeted out last Tuesday, hey, I'll let you know when you're going to find out about Candace. So I'm pretty sure that means that during the episode, when he's tweeting, he'll be like, maybe stay tuned after the next commercial or something like that. But put it this way. Based off the episode preview, if I were to make an estimation, this is again me making an estimation, I think that Candace might find out towards the 30-minute mark, 25-minute mark, or towards the end of the episode. I feel like the cliffhanger is going to be where Erica's going off on the phone like, she slapped me. She just hit me in the face. Send somebody down here right now. No doubt that's going to be the cliffhanger. I feel like that's going to be a strong way to end the episode to definitely entice you to watch next week's episode. I feel like the beginning of this week's episode is going to be the aftermath of, not an ultimatum by Charles, but more like, hey, it's a ticket to Easy Street. You can have everything from your past washed away, if you will. Almost like a Hakuna Matata. Just give up your old life. Just like, hey, and again, I love making these references in my videos, because Scar made it seem like, Simba was the one to have Mufasa killed due to his actions. And then when he lived with Timon and Pumbaa, it was like a carefree life, forget about your past, make a fresh start, live on Easy Street. Same deal with Nala coming up and telling them, look, everything that you left behind is going to hell, so you need to come back and fix it. So then he gives up his carefree life, takes on his responsibilities, and becomes one heck of a king. You look at Candace now, it's like, look, you get to wash away everything you've done. The murder for Quincy, your troubled past and everything. Your brother takes the fall, though, but hey, you get a ticket to Easy Street. Now, the question is, will Candace step up, take responsibility for her actions, and move forward? Let's put it this way. Her track record isn't too well with that. I mean, honestly, it was refreshing for her to finally tell Benny the truth last season about everything from episode 1 to the present, even though Benny didn't buy it until Mitch told him what happened with Warlock taking advantage of her. But put it this way, I'm going to say, and again, maybe I should do another video on this, but let's just say for now that she doesn't decide to take Charles's offer, or she says she'll think about it, due to the fact that, Benny is at the funeral for Quincy, or at least a funeral home. So that lets me know that at some point Benny does get out of jail. Either it's because Candace is like, look, can you at least let him come out for the funeral or something like that? And then he goes back. Let's just assume that's the way it rolls for now. It's just speculation, people. So based off that, and again, I keep my ear, close to the phone when it comes to the fandom. That goes for Twitter, Facebook, what have you. People have not been pleased with the rinse and repeat formula of the episodes where we get recycled dialogue. Like literally, if you miss an episode, for the most part, you can tell somebody is like, hey, Susan, did you miss the haves and the have-nots last night? Yeah, I did. What happened? Well, the dialogue from 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Well, the same dialogue was spoken between different characters this week. Oh, okay. That's pretty much how most fans feel about the series, where it's like, you know what, even if I missed an episode, it's like, well, I know the same dialogue is going to be told from 3 characters to another 2 characters next week. I mean, there might be some good moments like the whole Jennifer being dropped off at the news station, or, somebody slapping this person. So with Candace finding out about her son, here's my thing. And again, another reference to another show I watch. And again, if you follow me, I love DC Comics and the CW shows like The Flash. One of the biggest flaws of season 3 was the Savitar plot. And again, there's plenty of flaws in the season, but let's just focus on that one. They waited until like what 2 or 3 episodes before the season ended to finally reveal who was under the suit or the mask or in the suit, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like the same thing's happening with the haves and the have-nots with Candace and her son. It's been several episodes, and before you know it's going to be the mid-season finale, and she still doesn't know about her son. Now, the payoff better be good. That's what I'm saying. Based off the preview, it looks like a lot of hell is going to break loose. Between her slapping Erica, we don't know why, though. It's more like, here's what I think is going to happen. The beginning of the episode is Candace making her decision, or at least thinking about it. The end of the episode is where Erica gets on the phone, goes off on war to bring somebody down there to take care of Candace. Then around the middle point of the episode is where Charles is going to come back to the room Candace is in, because I believe he's wearing different clothing or a different tie or different shirt than he was at the beginning of the episode, where he was telling Candace about the whole situation with, hey, this is what would happen to your brother if you took the fall, but here's what will happen good for you. So it will make sense of that sprinkled throughout the episode as opposed to one part of the episode and then the rest is, going to be focused at the jail cell or whatever. So I feel like, it's going to be broken up into maybe 2 or 3 parts. The first part of the episode, we have Candace talking with Charles about, her decision. Maybe midway through is when Charles tells Candace about, the victim in the shootout. And then part 3 is, Candace slapping Erica, leaving the room, and then Erica gets on the phone with Warlock. So that's my prediction there. So that leads to another point, and again, I can't even really talk about this because it's just, we don't have enough evidence. What about this picture from the preview where it looks like they're in the Malone restaurant and we have Erica and Candace sitting at a table and Warlock walking up to them? How's that going to play out? Maybe Warlock comes down to the hotel himself, but the room and whatnot they're sitting in does not look like the restaurant that, or the bar that, Charles and Candace were sitting at when they first met. It looks like the Malone restaurant that Jim and Mom Rose are sitting in. So that leads to a lot of speculation because, again, the fact that Jim said that the Malones were after war, it wouldn't make sense for Warlock to come to the Malone restaurant unless it's part of a bigger plot. I don't know. So it looks like Candace is even wearing like the same kind of, trench coat or whatnot she's going to be wearing when she goes to the motel to, pretty much see the police, yellow tape on the door and then cries on the bed because of her son being dead. So we have all, put it this way, I feel like, Veronica, we got all these puzzle pieces, but it's really hard to tell how they come together. So with that being said, this episode is pretty much me just talking about my thoughts on Candace finally finding out about her son. But I just want to get your reactions. Like, do you feel like, oh my gosh, it's about time, or hopefully everything leads to a bigger payoff? So what do you think about this, Candace finding out about her son, and why do you think she's sitting at that table with Erica and then Warlock's going to approach? Do you think she has her own plot as well to get revenge, or is she falling for another trap? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you next time.